あ、こんにちは。あ、最初からか。
I ran out to get a pack of cigarettes, but I left my wallet at home.
とりあえず最初から。
Yeah, that's me.
謎ゲーつ
I'm
いてる
getting old.
謎ゲー
My name is
っていうかまあ
Sonny.
謎かな。
Sonny Featherland, an investigator for 20 years, and once the star of the predatory division of the Clawville Police Department, one half of the legendary Chicken Police. But buying a pack of smokes is more than I can handle right now.
ハードボイル
Maybe
ド
I
な
should
ニ
just
ワト
lay
リ。
low. Yeah, I'll do that. The most colorful place in the wilderness. For all the gods, what bullshit. The last clucking color left this city years ago.
あれは
And
ね、彼
slowly
女
I'll
です
turn gray too.
星がかかっていう。
YOGA ファイア猫はマークンである。3、いらっしゃいませ絵文字。ゆっくりしていってねニコニコ。
Still, what do I expect?
思い出すな。
We're living in a vast experiment
ね、
and don't even notice that everything got clucked up a long time ago. We believe in this wonderland of peaceful coexistence. Wolves and
声が
sheep,
渋い。
chickens and hounds. Yeah, sure. Why not? It's just ridiculous. The dog eats the chicken. It's in our nature. I'm not propping up the illusion anymore. 121 days, and it's over.
入店モルゲン。
Retirement.
お、夜景。
What could possibly go wrong?
嫌な予感。お？誰だ？何急に。
Ah, crap. My office lock is a piece of shit if a dame can pick it. She stood in the darkness. The light painted stripes on her body. It whispered secret little things that were never there in the first place. But she was no zebra. Reality was just a light switch away.
トラさん、
Elizabeth
こん
or
にちは。
Charlotte?
お誕生日おめ
I
で
was
とうござい
sure
ま
she'd
す。
have a sophisticated sounding name. She had a bygone look in her eyes,
何度で
older
も
than
リ
this
ーさん。
ancient building, and perhaps the whole city itself. Or
ナ
maybe
マ
I'm
ステ。
just drunk.
今度なんか違う。
But she was the first
Hindu?
womanly thing in my place for a long time, so I had to give her a chance.
あ、はい。なんだなんだ。うんうん。酔ってるね。もう酔ってるの。さっき車運転してなかったっけ？この人。でこれこういう風に動かしてやるタイプのですね。タイプライター、写真。もうこの人気になるかな。この人見とく一応。ね。
Let me introduce myself. My name is Deborah. Miss Deborah Ibanez.
You're mistaken, ma'am.
Oh,
来る場所間違
really?
えてるぜ。
Please enlighten me, Mr. Featherland.
I'm not a private eye. I'd recommend Mr. Philmar Lowe instead of me. He's a nice
誰フィ
guy.
ルマロー。
Believe me, Mr. Featherland, it's not an accident I came to you.
こんにち
Look,
は。
miss, I work for the police, and I'm currently on leave. I couldn't accept private commissions
やん
even
ご
if I
とない。
wanted
レデ
to.
ィ。
Not even from a classy dame like you.
Am I that easy to read?
That's my job. But tell me, since you've invited yourself in, would you like a drink?
I don't
自動プレイが早
usually
いな。
drink.
こんにちはニコニコ。レイブンさん
無駄にいい声しやがっていう。
ムムさん
Well, I've got to have one, and it'd be rude of me to
一
drink
杯飲みたいん
alone.
だが
So
1話で飲む
maybe some sherry.
シェリーくれ
If you insist. But bourbon, please.
ちょっとなんか言いにくそうにバーボンプリーズって言ってね
Thank the wild ones. That's all I
野
have.
生の髪にかけてちょうどよかった
What a coincidence.
こんにちは。あ、ムムさんだ。ムムさんこんにちは。ムムさんだよ、ムムタンって言ってるやほみ
So come on, spill it.
最初から話を聞こうかだって。まあなんか会ってきたんでしょうね、この人。ちょっと先にこっち
I
に
don't see colors anymore. Only emptiness. Everything faded.
街を眺めながらそうやって
Books I'm never gonna read. Maybe nobody ever has.
誰も読
My
んだこ
wife
とが
took
ないん
all
じ
the
ゃない
good ones. She knew they'd only gathered dust here. And she was right.
ああ、かみさんが持ってったってことは離婚してるのかな、このニワト
I
リ。
don't even know what these papers are. I promised myself I'd write a novel one
小
day.
説を書くお、写真
This is one of the most beautiful memories from my old
ああ、
life
娘を連れて出てった
before
のか
Molly left me and took our daughter.
過去の鳥類
We used to be star cops a few years ago. Tabloid press, radio interviews, and even a book series. I don't miss those days.
相
Of
棒なん
course,
だマー
Marty, my old partner, would disagree. He just loved the spotlight.
ステアでもシェイクで
The wild gentlemen. Those
Same
guys
as
rebuilt the city after the great fire of 867.
ひよこの頃の俺の
My
ヒ
heroes
ーロ
when I
ーだ
was
っ
a
た
little
し
chick.
なって
I'm starting to think they should have left Clawville as it was, burned to the ground.
これは MB デイビス
M.B. Davis, the eternal king of
ジャ
jazz.
ズ界
The photo is
不
from
滅
the days of jazz prohibition. I only heard the old man live one time, but I'll never forget that night. And not only because I woke up at the harbor without my gun, my
の
badge,
ズボンもなかったの
and my pants.
唯一無二ゴリラあーゴリラは、ゴライラじゃないとダメです
The good things in life don't last long.
ゴライラ
The best ones always leave first. I saw that in the window of a shoe store. I never understood it, or what it had to do with shoes.
なんだっけ娘連れて奥さん出てったんだなんか一人になっちゃったのとにかくなんだこれでどうしろとなに119あ、もうダメなのかなまあいいかもう一回じゃあ話しよう
Who
か
is this dame anyway? And what the cluck is she doing in my apartment on New Year's Eve?
デボラどうしたんだろうね
That's better. Now, if I understand correctly, your mistress is receiving threats. What kind of threats exactly?
脅迫を受け
It's
て
a
る
very strange matter. First, there were letters. Then it came printed on a wine bottle's label, sent as a gift. Then carved into a brick, thrown through the window. And finally, they painted it on the wall of the house in giant red letters.
I think it's time to dig a little deeper. If you don't mind, I'd like to...
Please, that's why I'm here.
尋問焦点は容疑者について怪しい知っている情報怪しいかどうかそこに注目しようなんでお前死んだあなるほど ちょっと面白かったよ。容疑者から印象を集めよう。印象を得るために新しい質問が追加されると。何を選ぶかな。あ、まあそれはまあそうなんだけど刑事メーターは尋問がうまくいっているかどうかを教えてくれる強い味方ができるだけプラス側になるように。なるほど。ぺちゃくちゃぺちゃくちゃぺちゃくちゃいいね。クラス
I must be cautious and smart. This dame seems shy, which I
これ
can
が
use
チ
to
キン
my
ポリス。
advantage. But I must be careful about what I say to
す
her,
ごいね。
or I can scare her off. Let's start gently.
デボラさんね。でこれ質問は左のこの紙切れみたいなやつ。注意深くて起点を聞かせないとこの女性は恥ずかとこの女性起点を聞かせないとこの女性は恥ずかしがり屋のようだからそれをうまく利用する。ただし言葉には気をつけないと。怯えさせてしまうような怯えさせてしまうな。まずは優しく様子を伺いながら適切なタイミングで厳しく問い詰めると。引っ込み思案なんだってこの人。君は一体何者
Who
なのかな。
exactly are you, ma'am?
チキンパリです。
I'm not somebody important, Mr. Featherland.
はい。
You're important enough to deal with such a delicate matter, right?
I carry out the wishes of my employer, nothing
雇い
more.
主
This means simple paperwork
がなんか
most of the
届け
time.
てきたと。
You've been thrown into deep water, sweetheart. Tell me, can you even swim?
Believe me, this is just as unpleasant for me as it is for you, if not even more.
どの辺に住んでるのかなとかにした方がか。
Tell me, which part of the city do you live in? Calavera Hills? Flowerville, maybe?
Look, I don't want to answer that. I'm here on behalf of my employer and not on personal business.
Fair point, Deborah. Let's try it.
ダメだった今のは。あれだよ、
じゃ
歌った。
ないかな。
エメラルド牧場じゃないかな。そうなのにいるのこの人。疑い深い。
Why did you have to visit me this particular evening?
今日なぜ来たんですか。
I have my reasons. I may look like a silly little fawn, and maybe I am, but I still have common sense.
I don't doubt that for a second, Miss Ibanez.
This day is essential to my mistress, and she thought it's also important to you.
A message in itself, for sure. But to be honest, even you
毛
are.
深いね。首元とかね、すごく。手が普通の手なんだ。なんか肩ら辺までは動物だけど下は人なんだ。なんかわかんないけどメッセージを秘めてる。
You know what? I'll just take that as a compliment, even if it wasn't meant as such.
今日玉ねぎ買ってこよう。なぜ君がまあ気になることは聞いた方がいい。恐れている。
たちの悪い幻覚見て。
Why did you come to visit me? Why not your employer herself?
ちょっと悪い幻覚。
My employer is Miss Natasha
Natasha
Katsenko. She hasn't been leaving her home lately.
ことは
Only if
猫
she really has to.
家を出ないの。そうか、まあ、家についてるといえば家について
How
る。
so?
あ、新しい動物。
Miss Natasha is afraid. She's
あ、なんか
scared
脅迫
because
さ
of
れ
those
てるとかなの
unwanted
かな。
messages. And everyone knows who she is.
So she's that kind of woman.
I don't know what you mean.
Of course you do, Deborah. Thank
Yo.
you, by the way. We're finally getting
Konnichiwa.
somewhere. We avoided the point long enough.
なんていうの、さっきの
Deborah's hiding something, no question.
なんか隠してるね。本当に。何を期待しているんだ。何を俺に会いに来たんだ。
What exactly did you expect by coming here to meet me?
I expected your help.
助け。
Just like my mistress said.
何でしょう。
Well, that's very
こんに
nice.
ちは、あれひ
But
で
have
さん。
you seen this neighborhood?
Yeah.
Have you seen this wreck called a hotel? Who were you hoping to find in a place like this?
界隈で。
Someone reliable.
Well, I am reliable.
俺は頼れる男さ。
And discreet.
口が硬い誰。
That's right.
確かに。
And thorough.
そして徹底した誰か。
No question about that.
疑う余地もない。
And has a heart of gold.
黄金の心の持ち主。
Okay, let's stop it right there.
はい、そこでやめておこう。はい。厄介事がに陥ってるのかい。
Are you in some sort of jam?
Nothing of the sort. There are simply
そういう
things.
もんじゃ
Then
ないっ
you're
て。
wasting my time.
I trust your instincts.
あなた
You'll
の手
manage
るわ。
it.
なんか隠してるね。
Yeah.
To be honest, no, Mr. Featherland.
なんなん
Don't you think this whole thing...
Look, Santino. I'll explain everything.
じゃあ説明
I
して
have
よ。
no doubt about that. You look just the type, sweetheart. No offense.
よだと反応しないからな。うん。いいんじゃないいいと思う。ジャンボ。あ、今度違う言葉できたよ。アフリカアフリカ
I'll take that as a compliment.
You see, we're starting to understand each other.
何かを隠している。
If you won't come clean, what's the point of all this?
白状。
But, Mr. Featherland,
I'm sorry, sweetheart, but I'm way too old for this game.
年を取りすぎ
please,
てる。
just think again. For me
あ、
and my mistress's
ごめん、なん
sake.
かそんな感じになっちゃった。一応
Tell me, Deborah, why should I believe...
Because my mistress trusts you.
この主人があなた知り合いなのか
Should
な。
that be
知
enough?
ってる人？
If you really like what she thinks you are,
猫です
then
よ。
yes.
天敵ですよ。
Damn, what can I say to that?
Look, I didn't mean to back you up against the wall.
You have a way with words, sweetheart. Did you
警
ever
察に
want
な
to
り
be
た
a...
いと思ってる
No,
のか。
not for the world.
そりゃそうだろうね。
Huh. Smart answer.
質問
Be
の声しか
honest
ない
and tell me what...
You know, Mr. Featherland, my mistress's partner is Hobart
パートナー
Whistler.
私の女主人のパートナ
Or as most people know him.
ホバート・ウェスラー。
わら、皆さん、こんにちは絵文字。熊
今日も
侍さん、
初見です。
こ
こんにちは。
ニコ
こんにちは。
絵文字。
クマさん、お疲れ。
いらっしゃいませ。
Ibn Wessler.
いかがお過ごし？
The
買い
Kingpin.
物行ってきた？ギャングのボス。あ、ギャングのボス。
Exactly.
それ新しい個体情報。
休憩中です。
なる休憩中。あ、お疲れ。
Feathery gods.
So you get it now. The
僕風にしたい
secrecy.
のが分かりま
To put it mildly, I think I understand it all. Wessler. This little piece of the puzzle changes everything.
尋問ランク。星4つなの？そういう感じのあるの？これ評価。それでいい。昔通りとはいかない。まだナターシャ、悪名高きギャングのイブン・ウェスラー。なるほど。じゃあもう。
Behind that door lies the kingdom of dirty
ああ、やっ
clothes,
ぱハードボイルドだ
cigarette
ね。
butts, and
なるほど、電気つけよう。 あ、今つけた電気なんかあるのかな。あ、拳銃、俺の拳銃。まあ持っていくのか。
My wallet and my badge. The wallet is real. The badge ain't. Chief Bloodboil took
寝てたんかい。
my last cigarette.
最後のタバコだって。最後のタバコね。所持品見れるのかな。メモ帳は刑事の裁量友です。おお、ほんと。読めって書いてある。はあはあ、脅しの標的になっているって出てるね。雇い主、まあ、猫怖そうやね。誰かへえ、そうなんですね。動物、まだ写真が出てない。驚くほど緑色の瞳をしているらしいです。いろいろ読んどいた方がいいのか。もう使いっ走り。秘密主義。ああ、まあこの人は嘘つけなさそうなタイプの鹿やね。この人は結構嘘つきそうな感じする。脅迫を受けている。なるほど。でこれが悪いやつよね。なんかウェスラーなんたら、あ、イブンウェスラー、ネズミ、ラットタスカリスマ性があるって書いてあるね。ギャング、不動産王、銀行当主、美術館オーナー、醸造屋、密輸業者、情報ブローカー。すごいね。やっぱそういうんだよね。動物、いろんな動物がいるんだね。いいか。回収は、まあこれは場所。チキンポリスが死んでるところじゃない、生きてるところか死んでるところ。まあなんかこういうストーリーがあるっていうのは分かりました。はい。いいですよ、そんなの。ひよっこ。あ、まだ私ひよっこだった。ひよっこでした私。
Why don't you take it to the police? Just go there and file a report. Photos, flashing lights, fingerprints. You know the drill. The evidence is very clear. Even a moderately talented detective could easily wrap this case up. Or just try the phone. 555-111.
メモっとくか。555-111ね。覚えた。555-111。はい。だよ。
Please, take a look at this.
何を見る？
Well, okay. Let's see.
何？懐に手を入れ。なんだ。何を見ればいい？
Don't you want to look at it? The message I gave you.
ならないんです
Yeah,
か？
of course, Deborah. Give me a...
はい。何ですかね。どれを見ればいいんですかね。
I need a sec. Legs that go on for days. Deep, dark eyes. Silky skin and voice. You're
あ、
in
お
big
疲れ様
trouble
です。あり
now.
がとうございます。お休みじゃないか。おつピコです。
Legs that...
でどうやって見るんだ？書類？カバンの中。なんだ？どうやって変えればいいのこれ？
お疲れ様でした。
調査する。これか。なんて書いてあるの？
I know Molly very well.
モリを
He's
よく
not
知って
this when
いる。
deciding whether or not to accept my assignment. Miss Ibanez is a trusted friend. Treat her as gentleman. N.
あの猫ちゃんってことかな。
I know.
了解。
I felt like I'd been hit on the back of my head with a blackjack. Reality tilted.
モリ
Molly.
モ
Good
リっていう
God.
のは
What was her
逃げ
name
られ
doing
た
there?
奥さん。
I glanced at the opposite wall with the well-worn picture frames, like an eternally dark hole in the wall, a missing piece. She was wearing a light silk dress and singing a lullaby, the waves caressing her beautiful long legs. Why Molly? Why now?
明るい色のシルクドレスを着て子守歌を歌い、波と戯れる美しく長い足の持ち主である彼女はなぜモリーがどうして今
Mr. Featherland?
なるほど、猫ちゃんとこの人の奥様は知り合いなんですね。
Santino, are you all right?
サンティーノ。
What the hell is this supposed to mean?
サニー、サンティーノをニックネームで呼ぶとサニーなの。
I don't know anything, Mr. Santino. My mistress told me to give this to you. She said you'd understand. Don't you?
あ
Oh, of course I
あ、何も知らないん
understand,
だね
Miss
やっぱり。
Ibanez.
なんかメイ
I
ドみ
get
たい
it
な感
very
じなの。
well. But this case is becoming more and more confusing. It's
まとめて
starting
だ
to
んだん
look
凶
like
悪なのに見えて
blackmail.
うん、
Blackmail?
ブラックメイル。
Don't play innocent with me.
But
でも
All right. When can I visit?
いつだ
visit me?
Not you, Miss Katsenko.
Oh, yes. You can find her at the Tsar Club.
ザーリクラブ。
Didn't you tell me she's not the social
社
kind?
交クラブ。
That she's especially unsociable? Or does she only like loud and crowded clubs?
No, she's really not like that. But she owns the
ああ、
place.
クラブのオーナー。
Judging by the flyer, it must be a very busy club, especially on New Year's Eve, right?
I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding Miss Katsenko. But there's one small problem, Mr. Featherland.
Let me guess. Mr. Wessler better not know about my visit.
Exactly. How did you know?
20 years experience, ma'am. Oh, and please, call me Sonny.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Sonny.
I'll talk about the rest with Ms. Katsenko in person. A good friend of mine would be happy to
とても
take
ス
you
タイルの
home
いい
if you'd
下
like.
さんですね。
スタイルの良い下さんですね。わら。
あ、タムさん、こんにちは。
ゲーム C1 さん。
どうも
こんにちはニコニコ。絵文字。タムゲーム C1 さん。お久しぶりです。
I'd appreciate that,
ね
Sonny.
今このスタイルのいい鹿さんとなんか答えがうさぎさんが出てきてる。そしてとりあえずかけてみようか。555111。
皆さんこんにちは。絵文字絵文字。
あ、警察署だ。
こんにちはニコニコ。
Nothing,
なんで
forget
も
it.
ないっす。なんでもないっすじゃないよ。なんでもあるよ。
タムさんこんにちは。
555932。
レイブンさんこんにちはニコニコ。
ね。あ、違う。555。あ、何番だっけ？ちょっと忘れちゃった。55違うこと考えてた。932ね。はい。9、3、2。さあ、レステル。
Hey, Lewis. Am I bothering you?
Of course not, Sonny.
なんだって？
Old friend, what's up?
なんだって？サイン
Could you
した
come over? I've got a favor to ask if you're not
頼
busy.
みがあるんだ。うん。
For you, anything. Just a minute.
何でもやってくれるって。うさぎさんだ。
Lewis
来た。
arrived
早っ
a few minutes later. He lived in the rooms above, so it wasn't difficult getting here. Not to
上の階
mention
に
that
住ん
he's
で
a
る。
rabbit. It was
上
a
の
quick
階なんだ
hop.
ったら行けばいい。
The Atlas Hotel was his
電話で呼
inheritance.
び出すと
It
か。
was once a well-renowned place, but
晩ご
not
飯かよ。
anymore. The last economic crisis
内戦
ruined
で
it.
ピピピ
And
ピ
now, besides me, he was the only resident of this
ウサギと来
enormous
てる
place.
まさにほんのひとっ飛びだ。うんうん。ああ、今ね、うん、ホテルの一室をお家になってるってことなのかな。で、何これ、もうデボラはいいのかな、帰っていいんじゃない。
Could I ask you a few more questions,
あ、
Deborah?
まだ質
Feel
問がある。
free, Sonny.
尋ねる。あ、いろいろ
I've
聞
already
ける。
told you more about myself.
Afraid you'll...
I'm afraid I already did.
お寿司、はい、あ、こうやって全員のことを聞いてみるわけか。尋ねるんですね。
Do you think my whereabouts aren't a
こ
secret?
れの居場所、
Do
極秘な
you
はずなん
think
だ。
they ever were?
本当にそう思って怖い。
Well, I was hoping.
Clawville is a big city, but not so big that Santino Featherland can hide in it.
怖いね。
Oh,
さ
please.
すがマフィアの
Flatter me
ボス
more.
の女主人の、使い飯使いっていうか。
タムさん、こんにちは。絵文字。
タムさんこんにちは。
YOGA
So, Ibn Wessler, eh? You know you could have dropped the bomb a little earlier.
If I started with that, I'm sure you would have thrown me
追い
out.
出す。い
You're
や、
right.
そんなことは
He's
な
one of
い。
the most dangerous gangsters in the city.
Dangerous gangster。
I only know he's an influential businessman.
なんだなんだ。あれ？ああ、1時ですね。
Isn't that the
皆さ
same?
ん、こんにちは。ゴミ。
こんにちは、ゴリラさん。ゴリラ。
Not even you can see the world as that black and white.
ゴリラ。さん、こんにちは。ニコニコ。絵文字。ゴリラ。さん、いらっしゃいませ。絵文字。ゆっくりしていってね。ニコニコ。ホライラ。
よし。
Sonny, I've already told you what I know. I've never read the message. My job was to give it to you and nothing more.
設置読んでないの。
You
ああ、
really are this innocent, aren't you?
君は本当にウーなんだな。
I'm not sure I get what you mean.
なんなん？
Let me give you some advice, sister. Leave the city and get as far as you can from the likes of Ibn Wessler.
It's not so simple, Mr. Featherland. My mistress needs me.
こんにちは。
レイブンさん、
勝手にバナナを与えないでください。このゲームもしかしたらゴリラも出るかもね。
ハルさん、こんにちは。
友情出演。
Is she really that important to you? That you drive around in the dead of night to questionable places to deliver messages you know absolutely nothing about?
I would do more than that for
あ
her.
の方のた
I
めに
see.
何もする。
You're smooth. Real
リンリン
smooth.
さん、今日は
Thank
いいじゃないですか。
you, Mr. Featherland.
Sunny, please.
サニー。
Just Sunny.
チャラゴリユー
ナターシャのことも
So
聞い
this
てみよう。
Natasha dame.
Look, I'm just the messenger. You have to talk to my
今日は
mistress
特別
about the
にいいじゃないですか。
details. Miss Katsenko was very
She
clear
please.
on this matter.
I see. But
なるほど。し
Please,
かし。
Sonny, let's not make this even more uncomfortable.
okay, understood. Let's drop it.
Thank you.
Thank you。じゃあ今度はウサギさんにね。やあウサギさん。
Thanks for being so quick, Lewis. Can you drive Miss Ibanez home? I have some
Oh,
things to
good
take
to
care
get
of.
Of course, Sonny. You know anything for you.
Thank you for being so considerate, Sonny. I
お使い
appreciate
っ
it.
走り。
Don't mention
同士
it.
Goodbye, then.
バイ
So
バイ。
long, Deborah.
また
Before I
ね。
visit the club, I have to take a detour. I've got a feeling that this case isn't going to be a one-man job. And there's only one bird in the city I can trust. My ex-partner, Marty. He's going to be at the station. I can only hope he'll be willing to talk to me.
今ねヨガさんともちの凄さを体感してる。
どういうことヨガさんとともちの凄さって何？わかんないけどなんだろう。ありがとう。わかんない。ありがとううさぎさん、ちょっとごめん、なんか違う。まあ、クラブに行くんだよね。
The good old rabbit. I can always count on you.
でもありがとう。
Don't even mention it, my friend.
You got anything planned for today?
これは
I
すご
thought
い
I'd
よ。
visit a
これは
nightclub.
すごいとは。
New Year's Eve, after all. I'll ask a favor of you someday.
I owe you a lot of those, don't I?
That's true. I
え
don't deny it.
何にもすごいことは一つも。
I don't even know where the key is.
で、それならしたら何？
実家のような安心感。
実家のような安心感。
Why do I have the feeling these
で、どうするんだろうね。
my bed
マジで初めてのことを今やってて。失礼者のような安心感。
で、どこにどうしようか。ここからどうするんだろうね。あ、わかった。ちょっと待って、先にこっちを回収しとかないとね。クザクラブ、ツワリクラブ、ツワリクラブって言うんだ。なんだろう、ツワリクラブ違うね。モリーとのつながりを調べなければ。はい。動物の情報ね、他にもプラスされてるんよね。嘘ついていた驚愕の件。まあでも嘘つけないよ、この人は。すぐ分かっちゃう。
二人のやり方見てなかったら積んでたマジで。
やり方見てなかったら手探りで。なんだろう。何のこと？何のことだろう。あ、電話番号ね。上の階なんだから行けばいいのに。自分で。場所これ？ツワリクラブ。最も有名なナイトクラブなんだって。で、警察？ひき肉を作るの？やばいね。肉引きって書いてあった。ほんで上か、これか。ツワリクラブに行くか。ツワリクラブ。ツワリクラブに行くのか、それとも警察に行くのかって感じ。まあとりあえず警察に行くんだよね、多分。ここに行くんだよね、最初。黒ビル死刑ってとこね。
It was New Year's Eve, and I was driving, half drunk, risking my whole life's work. But still, it didn't feel any different. Every day was the same. And the 121 days I had left till my retirement seemed like an eternity. When I look out the window of the hotel room I call home, I see the same thing every day. A woman in a red nightgown dances slowly in circles to smooth music. The 9 o'clock show, with a glass of cheap bourbon, and the red gown with the silent music. In the meantime, the proud city of Clawville is slowly eating itself alive. And we're still here, with nothing left to lose but our sanity, while others, the smart ones, had already gone. Molly. Does her name really upset me this much? All those years of solitude, and I still jump without question every time I hear it. And there's Marty, my ex-partner, who hates me. But I know I have to speak with him, no matter what. Why do I feel like the past is watching me on this goddamn night?
そうだね、夜だったらいけるけど夕方からはちょっと難しいかな。買い物したりとかいろいろ、あと連絡も来やすいしね。
I knew where to find Marty.
マーティンの居場
At the
所が
station, we'd
それはまあ
always draw straws about holiday
同
duty.
じ商
Marty
店
never joined in. He
元相
always
棒
took the
み
New
たい
Year's Eve shift, even though he had someone to go home to. I
な。
understood.
OK ありがとう。
10 years
どうした
ago,
んだろう、なんか困った
we
ことがあれば言って
survived
くだ
the
さい。
night the press called the
響きには
Bloody
参
New
考する
Year. Forgotten by Clawville, but
あ
not
あ
by us.
何そこの
We both left parts of ourselves behind that night.
ふんふんふんふん。ああ、なるほどね。元相棒ってことは、まあ相棒解消したっていうことは何かあったんですよね、多分。その大晦日のシフトを選んだっていうことなんで、多分年末から年始にかけて何かあったんですよね事件があったのね、10年前に。今順調、了解なんだこれ、誰よ。はい、中に入りなよ。どうしたこれ。
Well, look at that. Hey,
What's it?
Sonny, what you scratching out over here?
ビッグボ
I
ス。
heard the big boss threw
ビッ
you
グボ
out.
スが出た。
Tough luck, boys. I may not be on duty, but I'm still a cop, just like you. Well, more than you.
警官なんだ。
You don't have to be so peckish, old bud. By the way, you're on luck.
取材で
Blood
す。
boil's not in tonight.
Maroy.
The lawyer's in charge.
Oh, God. That clumsy buffalo is here tonight.
バッファローが
If
い
he
る
doesn't
の。
end up in a cell again, he's
い
lucky.
つも買ってる
Ah, you got
や
it.
つだよ。
You looking for Marty, eh?
I see
Marty
you're
探してる。
still the brains around here, Phyllis. Yeah, I'm looking for Marty. Birds of a feather flock
同じ羽
together.
の鳥が
I
いい
see
ね。
you're still the funny guy round here. You'll find the giant
Sakikijo.
feather duster at the shooting range. As always.
Hey, Royce, I'm telling you this because maybe you'll be able to understand. If this prickly shithead makes another racist remark,
怖いこ
I'll
と言うね。
strangle him with his own raincoat.
I'd love to see that. Hey,
チキンだからって
whose
バカに
side
す
are
ん
you
な
on,
よ
you。jerk?
うん。この人しか話しかけら
By
れ
the
ない
way, what's with the raincoats? Couldn't you find an
傘見つからな
umbrella?
い。てかトゲトゲが出て
Frank
る。
says it'll be rain. And see, it's
自
raining.
慢のトゲが濡
He's
れ
a
ちゃうよ。
frog, so he must know.
Yeah, well, I'm a
なんか
rooster,
山
but
嵐
I
と
hate
ハリネ
getting
ズ
up
ミなの
early.
かな。
Raincoats are just fine, okay. You have a problem with that,
初
Sonny?
めて見ました。
No,
私も
just,
初めてやってます。
you know, the spikes sticking
なんか
through
前
and
々からちょっ
all.
と気になってはい
Is
たんです。
something wrong with our spikes, chicken?
Yeah, you know what? Just forget it.
キキンじいさん。じいさんなんだね。すっごいさ、これ。山嵐こっちが。こっちがハリネズミかな。なんかそんな感じ
Phyllis
するよね。
and Royce, two hedgehogs with an arrogance
Nikki no
typical of
harinezumi.
novice cops. Whoa. Don't you freeze, boys? It's cold outside.
Yeah, truth be told, I'll freeze to my bones,
あ、なんか
Sonny.
いいね
Even through this jacket, I'm completely soaked.
Really? I don't know
アクティビテ
why.
ィで
Don't
通知があ
listen
った
to
の
him,
初めて
Royce.
かも。
And you? You got nothing better to do?
みんな
Bugger off.
みんなに質問。
Okay, okay.
はい、コメン
Just
トに
sometimes you two truly
了
amaze
解。
me.
なんでしょう。
音が含まれています。
ちょっともう一回話しかけてみよ
What are you...
It always astonishes me how
う。あ、もう何もないのか。車
back in the day I
パ
used
ト
to
カーなの
patrol the city's streets in one of these. I don't miss it, but
まあね。
いつもパーティーチャットへのお誘いってどうしてる？
パーティーチャットへのお誘い
every time this poster
What did you
disappears,
do?
good old Blood Boil puts it right back immediately. I tore it down at least 3 times already. Actually, it's a kind of passive-aggressive game for us with the chief.
いや、いきなりはダメですね。ヨガさんはいつもメッセージを先に送ってますね。
I'm sure it's Blood Boil himself taping back the torn-off posters, like some maniac. He must have a dozen of those things.
メッセージを送るか、配信中であれば配信内で言ってます。
PS の
うん。
Here we are again. Clawville Police Department. I've never been good at history, but if I'm not mistaken, this place has been a church, a hospital,
酔っ払
and
った
even
豚
some
どもがさらにいる。お、結構いろいろいるね。うん、モニカ。
Hey,
受
Monica.
付かな？
Hey, Boss Bird. What are you
Boss
doing
Bird.
here? Shouldn't you be celebrating somewhere?
Every day's a holiday since I got out of here.
I can tell. But what are you
メガネ
doing
の意
here?
味。
Are you here for a file? You know, I'm a little busy right now.
Yeah, you could look after a few things for me, but first I'd like to talk to Mr. Big Beak McChicken himself. Those two prickly assholes told me he's emptying the magazines in the hole.
マーティンを探しに来たの
Like
ね。
always. And if he carries on like that, he's gonna use up all our ammo. So it would be nice if you drag him out of there. You know how this day is.
For him?
誘うときはテキストチャットで質問して OK でしたら誘っておいたと。
You know I didn't
Isn't
mean
it?
it like that.
キーワード質問
Yeah,
に含まれ
I
てい
know.
ます。
使ってるよ。
Okay, so just sign here and you're good to go.
Thank you, darling.
Don't mention it, Boss Bird.
これメガネが。でも目がパッチリして可愛いかも。ちょっともう一回話しかけてみようかな。
Hey, Sonny, is everything all
Sure, everything's
Fine.
fine.
That's nice. Life is best if you let the adventures take you with them.
冒険の連続構造最高の生き方。
Jeez, Mon, don't read so many romantic
恋愛小
novels.
説の読みすぎって言われ
That
て
was one of yours, actually. From the old
昔
Sonny.
サニーから
You
教わ
used
った
to
名
love
言の
saying
一
nice
つだっ
little
て
things like that, remember?
あなたしょっちゅう素敵な格言を口にしていたわ
I try not to.
昔のことは覚えない考えないようにして
We
る
can't erase the past because we are the past ourselves.
名
Am I
言
right?
が飛び出すチキン
Stop that right there.
Okay, okay.
OKOK あら訪ねれるねサーリークラブとかも
What do you know about the Czar Club?
Nothing special. I've never been there. It's a famous place, though. Expensive cigars, unaffordable drinks,
こ
pretty
う映画
gals.
俳優とか
All
政
the
治
movie stars
まあ
and
すごいとこ
politicians
ろ
go
で
there
す
at
ね
least once a week.
And all the big
Cabaret,
shot
yeah.
mobsters, too, I've heard.
Yeah, I was saying the same thing.
私だけだったらね多分ねあれです今進めてることが何なのか分かんないと
進めてることがあって
If something works, will
ま
I
あ
change it,
公
right?
で言えるようなことでなければ
Well, if you like it there.
なんだろうどっかあっちのチャットとかでもいいし
Listen, Monica, you could, come by sometime for a
お
drink.
誘ってる
I didn't hear that, and you didn't say that.
ああスルーされた
Okay, got it. Sorry.
やっぱもう
Anything
ちいちゃんなんだね
防衛部の方にも協力まさか
クーデター防衛部の方にも協力
Do we have a file on Hobart
イブン・ウ
Ibn
ェスだね
Wessler?
ギャングのボ
Are
ス
you kidding me? We have a whole room just for him. Want the key? You can spend the remaining days of your
有
paid
給
holiday
休
in
暇
there.
をその部屋で
No thanks. Never mind. You're a bit sassy today,
そうなの
aren't you?
クーデターなのやばいねそれ
I'm sorry, Sonny, but I'm starting to shed my feathers
ぼ
because of
防衛
this
部だから
insane
ね
asylum.
保守
You
保
know,
守
New
的な
Year's
感じ
Eve and
Somehow I'm not sorry about that.
ま
yeah.
あ
I
防
bet
衛
you're
部と
not
いう名の
boss
攻
bird.
撃的な
今密分を持ってったら
密分なるほどね可
Natasha
愛い猫ちゃん
Katzenko. Interesting name. Is it real or just an alias?
It's supposed to be real, but who knows? Good question.
We have nothing on her. She's either clean or uses a fake name. Maybe both, but I don't think so. Aside from that, everyone knows what I know about her. Singer, star, the #1 babe in this town, so to speak.
Thanks, little bird. It's something.
Glad I could help.
木曜日結構なの？大丈夫今。
Monica Rosen, receptionist in theory, but in reality, she's doing literally everything around here.
クーデターね。ポリスポリスポリスって書いてあるな。何時半か。
Marty drinks this shit.
なんだこれ。
ちゃんと勉強しとけばよかったぜ。
あ、取ったのかな。
簡単に説明するとね、
なんか落ちてた。下克上。ああ、そうか、あ、そうか。射撃場に行けばいいのかな。気になるね、これ。
Mort Mardigan, a notorious
モートマーティ
deadbeat.
ン。
Poor guy's been blind since his teenage years, but that doesn't stop him from running into trouble. What the
バナナ
fuck
か
did
バ
he
ナ
do
ナ
this
じゃない
time?
か。企画持ち込みました。
Mort, you scabious beast. What the hell did you do?
トカゲなのか。
Morty to you, sonny
やらかした、
boy.
捕まったってこ
Everything's fine. There was just a bit of trouble in the bar, and someone got knocked on the head with a glass.
と。ブラックス
It
ネー
was
クモーン
my
って
fault.
いう映画が
I'm as blind as a bat. Am I right?
全然関係ないけど。
Did that ever bother you, Morty?
宇宙語ってる、
バナナってことね。
宇宙語ってるおじいさんの。
Listen, sonny boy. Go tell them to leave me alone.
大晦日なんだ今。
Where's your little lapdog to get you out of this
お前はい
mess?
つも守ってくれる
Is
ワン
that
ちゃんど
little
うした？
pimp of
後
a
ろにいる
midget
じゃん。
still sniffing around
おまわ
you?
りさん。
Jeffy is a good boy, sonny. And he's good to me.
やめて。
Believe me.
下克上バナナ。さあに、ジェフェはいい子じゃ。それにわしの目
Oh
の見て。
God, spare me
詳
the
しいことはいい
details.
よ。
When will
あ
you
のバカ犬
finally
にね、
realize that little sh...
Oh, of course he's using me. What could a pretty boy like him want from this old monster?
だからさに間違いない。
Still,
Even you deserve better, pal. By the way, you look horrible, even for yourself.
メ
Are
ッ
you
セージが
feeling
撤回され
okay?
ました。あら。
リヒードさん企画。
well, I'm not what I used to be. But neither are you, judging from your voice. But I'm seeing a doctor, sonny boy.
Don't need to, Mort.
Sonny
I'm
boy.
fine. Anyway, if Bubo prescribed you something, don't even think about taking it.
I don't talk
なん
to
かそ
that
こまで重要ってわけじゃない
insane
のか。
Damn right.
Please,
この今ここに
say something on my behalf,
今まで
okay?
の
I really don't have time for this detective
令和の
buffalo shit.
Hey, careful with that. Buffalo Malloy is the chief today.
Like I care.
I'll try to speak for you, but keep it down till then, okay? You don't need this shit, and I don't need it either.
Sonny boy, you've always been a good friend.
内容
More like
自
a
体がも
fucking
し
pigeon.
大したことがないよってことなんだったらボスコだってかわいい。
Detective Chow Hound
トカゲですね。
Bosco. He thinks he's a real alpha, but nah. He
愛玩犬って書いてある。
Holy wild ones. Look what
Sunny
the
boy.
cat dragged in.
Hello to you
Yes,
too,
yes, Sunny.
Bosco.
Yeah.
I see
太
you're
陽に
busy
向かっ
as
て
always.
吠える
I've been sniffing around one of the rundown joints. You know how it goes. And boom, this son of a lizard comes flying out the window. I didn't know the lizards could fly.
探偵じゃなくってね、これ刑事なん
Mort
です
was
よ
being
ね。
a bad, bad
事件
boy
ポリス。
again. Nothing unusual. And you?
まだ死んでないよ
Still
な。
dying?
I'm still a cop for another 121 days, Bosco. It's as unpleasant to me as it is to you.
All right, all right. No need to bite.
まさかの
Wasn't trying to mess with you. You have Moses and Plato for that. And of course, the blood boil.
あのね、あ
Let's
と
hope I won't run into any of them
まあ
tonight.
百何十何日と
Looking
か
for
って書い
Marty,
てあったか
eh?
な。
Ever
ぐらい
since
で
you left,
引
he's
退
kind
に
of
なる
lost.
刑
He's
事
trying
で
to
す。
hide it, but he's not the same bird.
引退
Well, I
間
don't
近
think we'll have a teary reunion,
Hard
thinking
boiled.
about how we parted.
Let me give you some advice, Sonny. Let him rage. He'll be the same after that. Anyway, he was the one that shot you, right? You should be mad, not him.
It's not that simple, Bosco. But we'll see how he reacts. Thanks anyway.
No worries, pal.
加藤さんいつもさ、コメント入った時にさ、っていう。
How are the pups?
They're real monsters. Life's a living hell.
まるでもこのお子さんがいるんだね。ボスコさん。
Yeah, you're telling me.
サニーもだよ。サニーはね、奥さんに逃げられたんですよ。娘を連れて出て行ったらしいです。
Unfortunately, the worst half is still here, but it's good.
なんでだろうね。ちょっと嫌味っぽいな。片割れの問題児っていうのはマーティンのことかな。
No, I'm fine without it, really.
仕事に一生懸命になりすぎて多分出てったんだと思うんだよね。これなんだ？ゴリラかな。
One of Blood Boyle's favorites, mainly because he's a dog, of course.
犬なのね。
Officer Jardine. They say she's clever, smart, and dangerous. We need more of her kind in here.
彼女のようなって女これ？これ女？射撃場行きますか。
This is going to be a hard ride. Last time we saw each other, he had a smoking gun in his hand, and I was bleeding. I don't know how we can get past that, but it's worth a try.
わだかまりを乗り越えることができるかわからんがやってみる価値はある。これか、マーチンって。マーチンドクターマーチンみたいに。ちょっと、マーティン。なんだこれ、どうした？お疲れ様だ、サラダバー。いってら。頑張って。尻尾が生えてる。これ好きな人いるんじゃない？こういう感じ。こういう感じ好きな人いるんじゃない？ダメ？ Keep your gun clean。ガンオイル塗ってねってことか。
Long thighs and a big gun. That's Marty's idea of a perfect woman. Can't blame him for it.
お仕事頑張ってください。
パーティーとか人間交友関係とか交流とかの関係はマー君の方が分かると思う。
Hello, Cassandra. I hope we'll meet again. Oh God, I'm starting to sound like Marty.
ブロンドね。尻尾がついてても OK。
That little note down there.
なんて書いてあるか分かんないね。Hey you みたいなこと書いてあったね。ちょっともう一回見てみる。Hey you なんとかなんとかなんとかオープンアゲインなんだ？
ありがとう。
チェキングアス
ラブラブリヒードさんありがとうございます。ニコニコ絵文字ラブラブ。
わかんない。
どう見ですか？
よくわかんないや。なんか射撃照明スイッチつける。マーティンの銃器。
I know her well. Marty calls her Susie. And I have to say, this little she-devil pulled us out of many tough situations over the years.
尻尾はもうね、下からですよね。わかんない。穴開けるんじゃない？Claudia.
Tiny, dark, and angry, and hits you where it hurts the most.
へえ。ネクラだって。
I believe this piece is forbidden. Cops can't use it, but this is Marty's personal collection, so it doesn't matter. At least nobody has ever complained.
トンプソンって何これ？リバスージーの弾？リンダ。
Her Majesty Big Bertha. Or rather, Big Bertha II, because there was one before her, a sawed-off little broad, but we lost her in a swamp. Marty cried for a week, but once he saw this giant lady here, the balance of the universe was restored.
宇宙の均衡が保たれるようになる。どういう意味だ？
真ん中がトンプソン、上はブローニングのオートモ。
あ、そうなんだ。トンプソン。マーティ。
Marty looks good, big and loud and. Hey, Marty.
お、白いんだ。
Well, look who's here. Hello, boss bird. Were you lost? This is the PD building, you know?
Cut the shit, Marty. We're better than this.
Well, at least you are. Better than anyone, huh?
Marty, come on, let's forget that. What's past is past.
Easy for you to say, Sonny.
Damn it, Marty, you shot me, remember? I almost bled to death.
Hell yeah, I remember. Unfortunately, my aim wasn't good enough.
I need your help, okay? That's what you want to hear.
Well, it's a start.
Okay, I've said it. I won't do it again.
Yeah, right.
So, are you in? Just for tonight. Small case. We'll wrap it up in no
マー
time.
ティの方が結構ごつめだね。
What
若い
kind
ん
of
だね、多
case?
分。
A personal
トサカ
one.
がね、くたびれて
How
ない。
personal?
Very. The kind of case where if you come with me right
こうや
now,
ってやると
you're
本
not
当
on
年
duty
の
anymore.
差がわかる
Oh,
ね。
damn, Sonny, stop it right there. I'm in.
That's it?
Do you know how boring life is here without your stupid, reckless
やっ
shit?
ぱいい相棒なん
Soon
だ。
enough, I'll shoot all the ammo in here out of boredom. Right, so, tell me, what's it about?
I'll tell you in the car.
Ooh, can I bring Bertha?
Ah, for the love of...
ピチってる。
Marty, this is a routine case. You can't bring your shotgun, okay? Bertha stays.
Okay, okay. But at least Susie can come, right?
All right, Susie can come.
That's what I want to hear.
お、戦闘モード。してころか。
ちなみにゴート5は平成天皇が皇太子の転ぶっぱなしだとかどうとか。
あ、持ってってるもん。あ、でもリンダーは持ってっちゃダメってこと。リンダだけ残して。ほんでどうすんの？あ？え？
日本でも
射撃すんの？
3月に改造したやつがあったはず。
射撃する感じ？はい。はい、決めろ。リロード忘れてる。リロード。ゾウさん。ダメだこれ。やばい。いやー、ボスコさん、モーセさん、プレイトさん、マーティ、強、マーティ強。最強か。4、5、6で。ごめんなさい。今なんか子供撃っちゃった。リロードがごめんなさい。ごめんなさい。ごめんなさい。ごめんなさい。何でもかんでも撃っちゃう。ごめんなさい。ダメだ。ダメだ。難しい。マーティもしかしたらもう私は無理かもしれない。なんか話。
Hey Marty, what about Laura? How come she didn't eat you yet?
Laura?
Yeah, very funny. We're good, by the way.
彼女かな?
As good as we can be after all these years.
Glad to hear it.
She asks a lot about you.
Really?
Yeah. She always hated you for getting me into trouble all the time.
Understandable.
But she also felt sorry for you.
Oh, well, thanks. That's much better.
If I'm honest with you, she loved the chicken police Marty better than this one.
Well, I think I'll take that as a compliment.
Whatever, Sonny.
ありがとうございます。やったー。
見てから打っても間に合うから。
いやもう焦っちゃってね。しょうがない。またやってた。いい加減別れって何なの？何？いい加減別れって言われたけど、説明か。説明ね、もう一回やろう。遠かったらね、難しいね。ダメ。 めんなさい。ゾあれ届かない。あ、でもプレイトさんよりは上なの。ああ、出るか。
So, Sonny, the pellets tore my right hip to pieces. So yes, the doctor says I'll limp forever.
関節を粉砕した。
Fuck.
クソったれ言うた。
Can we go finally, or are you waiting for a big warm?
Let's get out of here before I get detained for gutting you.
Ah, lovely and peaceful as always.
おかえりボス。
Welcome back, Boss Bird.
なるほど、じゃあ行こうか。いけるのかな、もう。なんだろう。場所か？それとも調べるのか？世界観。世界観ね。ああ。なんかよくわかんないや。3人と、ライバルだって。ライバルでもあり、愛人じゃないわ、相棒でもあるってことか。マーティ。ね、マーティ、鶏、オス。がっしりとした体格、やっぱりそうか。白いね。自業自得だったって書いてあるね。喧嘩か。
では私はここで失礼します。
あ、お疲れ様です。ありがとうございます。
ライバルでもあり愛人わらわら。
愛人。お疲れ様です。ローラー、マーティの奥さん。あ、捕食動物っていうのはどういうことだ？
はるさんお疲れ様でした。
捕食動物。どんなやつ？これ？違うな、モニカ違うな。マーティ。こいつは何？ハリネズミ。山嵐。フィリスと同じぐらい。フィリスってどれ？あ、これか、フィリスは。ハリネズミ。で、これがよくなんか事件を起こすコモドドラゴンなんだね。目も見えんのだって。修理不可能な残骸のような存在。めっちゃ失礼だ。まあ、盲目なんだってよ。殺す気でもあるって書いてあるね。まあ友人なんだって。同じぐらいの年齢なんだろうね。ハチドリかわいいよね。ハチドリってくちばしがすごく細くて長いからね、パタパタパタパタ、なんかホバードライブするんだっけ、なんだっけ。ホバードライブって何？なんか飛んだままなんかそのままいるみたいな。はい、まあ、回収していくだけ回収して、
オーバードライブ。
これは医者ね。オーバードライブ。いや、ホバードライブ。ホバーってなんていうんだっけ、ドローンみたいになんか宙で浮いて保ってられるみたいな感じじゃなかったっけ？違う。これハチドリってそうじゃなかったっけ？
波紋使いかよ。
I haven't dusted you off in a while, part. Ironic, but ever since I've been on furlough. Oh man, I totally get you.
波紋使い。波紋使いね。波紋。座りクラブ行かないと。
オーバードラえもん。
あ、こうやるとどこ調べられるか分かる。あ、でもちょっと待って、これはできないでしょ。
Can we go finally, or
let's get?
もういけるでしょ。
Marty looks good.
あいつ小バ移動だったのか。
どうやって移動するんだろう。 場所場所移動移動あ、こっちか出口
Still drink coffee? Yeah, my only poison. Except for guns, of course. And women.
We could visit our old haunt. What do you think?
Oh, a nice cup of Zips coffee and the hop dog. I'm in. Oh, and maybe we'll get into a little fight too, huh?
If it comes to that, I'm leaving you without a blink.
Oh yeah, like last time?
Those were different times, Marty. With a different Sonny. You don't have to come with me, you know.
Okay, I know. Let's go.
どっちが好きですか？サニーが好き？マーティが好き？今この状況で。状況っていうか状態で。サニーの目はいい目をしてるよね。
Well, it seems we can't avoid speaking to him.
Oh yes, we can. You have your
サニー
rifle
派か
with you,
マーティ
right?
派かみたいな。
What?
Just kidding. Sort of.
ドム。ドムってなんかザクみたいななんかドムみたいなやつでしょ。あ、なんて言ったらいいんだろう。このワンちゃんどうした？ブラッドボイル本部長。
What a surprise! The two pigeons back together, and without my
サ
permission,
ニーに
of
1票。
course.
サニーいいよ
Chief
ね。
Blood Boil.
美味しそうだなマーテ
What was
ィ
that, Santino?
Nothing, sir.
よく
What a
売ってる
lovely
じゃん。
evening. Am I right?
柏
I
って
don't want to
い
hear
うの
your
が
crowing, Santino.
なんていうか親
What the hell are
鳥
you doing here?
あれが多分サニー
Hey,
なんだろう
careful
ね
with the
親鳥
racist
系が
barking, old hound.
で若鳥系がマー
It's
ティ
getting hot in here. Can we just skip this
若鳥の唐
part?
揚げと
It's
か
New Year's after all.
And you're
サ
on
ニーはよ
duty,
くつま
if
み
I'm
に
not
なりそうやね
mistaken,
なんか
Mark.
塩とかで
Where do you
塩
think
コショウ
you're
で焼いたら美味しそうだね
That's it, boss.
普通にね
To serve and protect. Sonny was
親
in the
鳥
neighborhood
の
and stopped by to say hi.
焼き鳥
He's
の
a
方が
cop
結
too,
構
right?
ね
Only
歯応
on
えあって美味し
paper,
かった
and you
ね
know that very well, Detective.
I don't want any trouble, boss. I just wanted to say hi to Monica, and then this feather pillow showed up. I invited him to grab a quick coffee. You can allow him that much, can't you?
Your coffee breaks usually end up in
Coffee break.
shooting or brawling, chickens.
なるほど
Oh,
ね
just a coffee, boss. I swear. Oh, have a heart.
なんか言い
It's
訳し
New
てる
Year's Eve and I haven't seen my old
つるん
partner
でる
for so long.
How touching. You shot him with a shotgun, if I remember.
散弾銃で撃ったんだね
Family quarrel.
For all the marrow bones of the world, get the hell out of my sight.
Have a lovely evening, boss.
指さしてる
You especially. Fuck off
Bonnieさん
right now,
ボニーさんっ
Santino.
ていうのはあれだよねマクファーレンの人だよね確かもう何も言わない
What is it,
これ何
Santino?
Nothing, sir.
And
なんで
you
もないできる
need
だけもうこの人と
something?
話しない方がいいのか
Then
頑張りません
I see you're swamped, buddy.
I've sent the old lizard away. I don't need him to foul the air anymore.
おかげで
I hate his kind anyway.
Well, because he's a reptile.
No, because he's a good-for-nothing piece of shit.
サニーをね
No,
呼ん
yeah,
でくるのはねちょっ
And
と
you,
大変か
letting
も
off
ね
some steam.
Something like that. We'll go
Pero
and
no,
check out some seedy
人の
joint.
いい
We're
鶏
cops
だから
after all, ain't we? And this is still Clawville.
そうなんだかんだ
That's
言
true,
ってね
pal.
優しいからね
Protect and serve.
Eesh, get a room, you two.
Ah, shut up, Marty.
黙ってる尋ねるっていうのがされたこの人は結構いろいろ答えてくれるタイプのワンちゃんなんだね
I gotta say.
Yeah, like a beaten dog.
血の見された犬
Well, you,
まあ犬な
on
んだ
the
けど
other hand, you just got older. Way older.
Shut the clock up, Marty.
黙れコケ何
What
が
have
コ
you
ケだ
heard
よ
about the hop dog?
Давай,
Is it still standing?
Yeah, it is. But I don't frequent that neighborhood. You shouldn't either. Things have escalated there recently.
ああ匂いが
What do you know about Ibn
ウエス
Westler?
ラー聞いていいの
What's
か
the
な
old rat been up to lately?
They say he's keeping a pretty low profile these days. But he's been seen in the company of the Attorney General.
司法長官
Attorney General Hamtaro,
Hamtaro.
eh? That's interesting.
ハム
Thanks.
太郎司法
Why are you
長
so
官
interested in
え
that
ハム太
rat?
郎
If you want another hole in your comb, I could help you too, you
あ
know.
と坂に穴開
It's
いて
just
る
professional
本当だ
curiosity.
Yeah, of course. And I'm a fluffy little Labrador.
Whoa, 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 you forgot to mention this nugget about the case, Sonny. Ibn Clucking Wessler? What the hell did you get into?
Far as I remember, you didn't let me tell you in the first place. Well, you're in now. No way back.
You're a piece of shit, Sonny, you hear me? What's this all about?
Easy, chicken. I'll tell you everything soon enough. Let's just get the hell out of here first.
Have I already told you it's a pleasure working with you again?
No, but that's always good to hear, partner.
Cluck off.
Why is it so quiet in here? Shouldn't it be a madhouse by now?
The midnight madness is yet to come, Sonny. Just wait for it.
My time's too valuable for that,
チキン南蛮
pal.
がいいから
And you're trespassing. Rules of suspension, remember? I can see you're up to no good.
なんか唐揚げをさ、カラッと揚げ
Ridiculous.
カラッと揚げてさ、まあ、唐揚げなんだけど、唐揚げカ
But
ラ
I
ッと揚げたら
advise you to keep it
カラッ
low.
と揚げた唐揚
Especially
げ
you, Sonny.
に
How
さ、
many days do you have until we time it?
タレをさ、絡めて食べるや
121. 120 soon.
つ。タレ
Don't
漬
be a
け唐揚
knucklehead
げ。
and
美
get
味しいよ
yourself
ね。
fired.
Thanks for your eternal wisdom, Bosco.
そ
I'm
れに
definitely coming to you again
野
next
菜
time.
サラダ、コーンが入って野菜サラダ、野菜サラダ、サラダ、野菜サラダを食べたいです。
I see blood boils here. We're in deep guano for sure, Marty.
甘辛、甘辛唐揚げ。
We?
そうそうそうそう、それ。
Excuse
食べ
me,
たい
sir, but what do you mean?
Great
だからね、
wilderness.
中
Just
の
keep a low
っていう
profile,
か
will you?
本体の
No
唐揚
Year's
げに
Eve.
は味
We
付
have
け
enough
は
dangerous lunatics running
下味
around
だけ
already.
で
Don't worry,
衣には味
Chowhound.
付け
We
せ
know
ず
what we're
に
doing.
カラッと
Yeah,
ね
of
揚
course
げ
you
て
do. That's what I'm afraid of.
食べたいな。
Maybe next.
行かれねえか。まあ行きますか。
あれは美味しいですね、
美味しいですよね。
We're leaving, sweetheart.
じゃあ行くよ、ジョスさん。
Stay safe, boys. I'm glad to see you two together again.
仲直
I'm
り
afraid you're alone with that.
Hey, don't make me change my mind.
You won't, Marty. I bet you can't wait to get mixed up in some serious trouble again.
I'm serious, boys. Be careful out there.
We're big birds, Monica. We can take care of ourselves. Mostly.
Okay, but take care of each other, too.
Will do, Monica.
Yes, ma'am.
OK。じゃあどうしようか。行きますか。草割りクラブに行きたいね。ホップドッグ。どこでもいいんだけど。ここかな。
The hot dog was like the last warning. You can still turn back. My eyes lingered on the
ちょっと
sign.
水取ってきます。
An enormous dog. Like a neon god with limitless power over cheap hot dogs, plastic hamburgers, and watered down coffee. The cold light called me, but I didn't want to get out of the car. If we went in, we were all gonna be pancakes, kept together by cold syrup. Marty's worried look shook me out of my reverie. Oh, cluck. Was I talking to myself again?
龍がさん。ゴリラ。の瞳にユガファイアラグラグ。ゴライラ。うんお絵文字、絵文字。
火山。水がね、水を朝日に変えてから結構調子がいいです。うんうん。なんかファミレスみたいなとこなのかな。ダイナー的な。まあでもランチって書いてあるな。ダイナーではないと。まあダイナーか。あ、やば。アイスが。ホットドッグ。俺はもう水を吹きそうになったいきなりだからよし。まあなんかホットドッグ中入れない。ハエ男。え、虫もいるの？本当に言ってる？
Are you sure that thing's a dog? I always wondered.
The name Hop Dog is quite a giveaway. Don't you think so, Mr. Detective?
Sometimes the most natural connections lead us
時として最も
astray.
自然に思えるつながりが俺たちを
A
信じ
natural born genius.
Yeah, right.
なるほど。ハエ男。
Look at the poor bastard.
He's looking okay, Marty. Remember what we saw when we worked at the hive?
Wild ones. Don't even remind me.
あ、
It's
勉
been
強したく
even
ない。
worse
わ
since.
かるよ。
I
私
guess
も
you
勉
heard
強はしない
about
よ
the。riots.
勉強はするよ
No
う
people
な
are
しない
afraid
よ
of
う
the
な。
Great Fire will happen
自分の
again.
好きな
And
こと
those hive houses are pretty flammable.
I don't speak of the devil, Marty.
昆
But to
虫
be
関係。
honest, I have no idea how this insect matter can be solved.
I do. We just open the ghettos and let the insects live among us like they did for centuries.
Your heart is pure gold, buddy. But you know it's not that easy. Clawville isn't what it used to be.
あれかな。
Hey,
2時までか
pal.
な。そこの
Can
ハ
you
エ
hear
男。
me?
ハエ男がいるんだね。怖っ。喋らないね、この人は。
Could this wreck belong to Zip?
Well, it's a wreck just like him, so I guess it could.
ジップ。入り口に警告。
Of all that's furry.
Is this still a thing?
The situation's getting even worse, Marty. Have you heard how the young mothers of the Cobbler
ね、気持ち悪い
district
ね、
are
ちょっと。
forced to make a living?
虫は入るの。
I have no idea what goes on in the hive, Sonny. I don't think I want to know.
虫はここでは
But you're still gonna tell me, right?
サービス。
Prostitution is the lesser evil. What's worse is that some folks have to sell their kids when they're
虫は出てけ
still
みたいな感
larvae.
じ。
Wait, what?
お断りしま
They
す。
pay a hefty sum for each of them downtown. They sell them as gourmet food in the most expensive restaurants.
Oh, I'm gonna be sick.
We made this city, Marty. Clawville didn't do
Hey.
this to itself. Don't ever forget that.
ハエな。ハエはハエな。入り口。
Ugh, the place is deserted. Poor Zip.
You're right.
Yeah, the guy's middle name is bad luck.
That's for sure.
似合いだな。アライグマさんだね。昔の入信で。ジップ。この人か。ジッ
He sure didn't get any younger.
Or prettier.
You think he's still mad at us?
Frankly, Marty, I don't give a damn.
プ。なんか喧嘩したんだっけってね。
Hello, boys. Now, get the hell out of here while I'm asking nicely.
Hey, is that how you greet two old
タトゥー
friends?
してるアライグマ
Hey,
が。
I'm not joking, Sonny. I got a shotgun under the bar.
No, you don't, because if you had, we'd arrest you here and now.
If there's still life in you when you're full of buckshot.
Ah, it's going well so far.
We're just here for a coffee, Zip, okay?
こういう会話を楽しむ。
Nothing's like old
Smith Woods.
times. Haven't you noticed?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, it's quite noticeable.
Shit. All right. And where'd you blow in
入り
from?
口から入って
We
ます。
haven't been anywhere yet, but we're going somewhere.
Everybody's going somewhere, right?
Tell me, how much do you know, Zip?
That depends. How deep is it?
Bottom of the well kind. Goes down
Ibn
around
Wessler.
Ibn Wessler.
Holy hell. Wessler? You've dipped your wings in deep
羽
shit,
突っ
boys.
込んだなって。
If you've got anything on him, don't keep it to yourself. We'd be grateful.
Grateful. Maybe you're not gonna trash my joint this time, huh? You know, Ibn's acting strange nowadays. He always believed that if you want something done, you do it yourself. That's how it was for years anyway.
And
But now, he left his
Ibn
real
Wessler
estate,
に
the
ついて
fish racing clubs, the
結構話して
casinos,
く
and
れ
the
てる。
bars to his right-hand man, Mongrel Mick. And ever since, he's been kinda weird. Bottomed out. Brooding in the
結構情報あり
seediest
ますね。
joints of the city. Nobody ever knew him to be like this. Weird, huh?
yeah, weird. Do you think it's about a lady?
It's always about a lady.
Well, there is a woman,
I knew it.
but not like you think.
Is this gonna cost much?
キャッツェンコさ
Only
ん
a。favor, like the good old days.
Okay, I'm in.
ほほーん。メニュー見ようか。これ何があるんだよね。オールマストハム&トマト詳しいなんだこれミート&チーズベーコン&チョコレートベーコン&チョコレートすごいねチョコレート煮込みみたいなもんかなフロールフォー今日は家かゴリラ今日は家かお家ですよあゴリラさんは分かんないけど
You still don't eat meat, old man?
I'm a rooster, a chicken. Why the hell would I eat meat?
I don't mean real meat. I'm not a lunatic.
ああ
But a
大
meat
輪肉ね
substitute?
あれか
There's about 10 different kinds.
豆
I've
で
never
作った
tried
肉
any of them.
Why
Guys,
would I? If I don't eat meat, why would I eat a substitute?
Because you can. That's the point.
Wild gods, Marty. Stop being such a sheep.
あメッ
You
セージだ
fall
ったら
for
全
those
然返せます
adverts?
よ
Substitute
夕
isn't
方と
meat,
かでも
Sonny. And if it's tasty, why wouldn't I eat it?
I don't care what you eat. But don't be surprised when you lose all your
話はできない
feathers
けど
or you try to bite off your own leg one day.
チャットとかメッセージ系だったらで私基本配信中に左に画面曇りが出ないように通知はオフってるからでスマホにも通知来ないようにしてるんよなんか急にパーティーとか始まったらピローンってちょっと気になっちゃうからさなんて書いてあるソーグル初見ですあゆきみさんこんにちは
絵文字はじめまして
どうもどうもどうもどうもともちですチーム防衛部のともちです
ありがとうございます絵文字
お疲れ様ですありがとうございます
ゆきみさんいらっしゃいませ絵文字
ガンケーキなんだそりゃなんて読むだろうねこれでこっちはオールフォー40なんてこれドルなのなんなのこれ単位が分かんないお金の単位が全然分かんないこれ
ゆきみさんこんにちはニコニコ
まあなんかステーギバーガー2000とかなんかいろいろあるねシーヤホットドッグコーヒー10ドル10ドルなのかなセント的なみんな落書き見るあーフックザキングなんだこれ
Well, that's a good question, pal. You know what? I was thinking the same thing.
いやオールタイムクラス5どういうことだろうねジュークボックス手一杯の羽 死んだハエは物言わず。それはまあ言わないよね。やれなくってみろ。この街は燃えている。なんかちょっと渋そうやねこれ。疑念の陰り。香木は誰必ずしも犬にあらず。じゃあこれあ、曲変わった。これはこれはお、渋い。あ、変わってしまった。鳥なんだね。鳩。いやー、鳩さん。
And voila, the master himself.
What a finch.
Sonny, he's a pigeon,
まあそろ
not
そ
a
ろ
finch.
2時なの
Don't
で
make me angry, Marty.
終わりの時
Okay,
間
I
で
was
す
only
ね。
joking.
セーブできるのかなこれ。セーブってどうやってやるの？冷たいコー
A
ヒー。
highlight of my day.
Yeah, I can smell it already. How does he make the coffee here so special?
Look at that mangy trash panda
Ah,
and tell me,
panda.
do you really want to know?
レッサーパンダってことか。
You're right.
お、
As
いいですね。
always.
レッサーパンダってことかな、多分。どうだろう。一応確認しとくか。動物。これだね。ジップ。これアライグマだ。レッサーじゃないね。アライグマ。プロコンローター。あ、まあ友達なんだね。犯罪者だったんだ。へえ。じゃあマーティじゃないわ。なんだっけ。ブーンウェスラーのことも知ってる。母今も骨を持っており。情報屋みたいなところあるのかな、ちょっとだけ。このワンちゃん何？ああ、クソ野郎って書いてあったね。クソ野郎みたいですね。イブン。中世ってこと？中世ってなるんだ。9世か。祖世9層の9の字かな、わかんない。人生って言えないからね。困っちゃう。あー、消えちゃった。ふむふむ。世界観まだいっぱいあるねこれ。まあ、なんかちょっとこの辺はやっていけばわかるよね多分。まあ後でやろう。まだ何ももらってないからね。
Have you ever been to that place?
Of course, 100 times. Everyone who matters in this city's been there. Sorry, guys. But then, it had a different name and a different owner.
Business affairs, right?
Yeah, that was the dark era, Sonny. I don't want to talk about it.
Roger that.
じゃあこの店の
Gotta
こと聞こ
say,
うか。
you've revamped the joint pretty well.
Yeah, after you trashed it, I
あん
had
た
to.
らがめちゃくちゃに
Look,
して。
I'm sorry, Zip.
オセロットとゴリラ
Ocelot is
ゴリラ
gorilla.
オセロットとゴリラを相手にしたんだ。ゴリラじゃなくて、あ、マントヒヒだって。
What's your beef?
あ、ゴリラさんかと思った。
So you owe me one until about the end of
ゴリラに英
time.
語を一つ
But I'd
かし
settle
ら
for。you washing up here for a few years after retirement, Sonny.
Mind your tongue, furball.
毛玉野郎。へへ。
So, Ibn's gone insane.
Love will kill you in the end, they say.
ゴリ
Seems
ラ
like
じゃなマント
everyone's
ヒ
in a
ヒだって言って
poetic
た。
mood
間
today.
違えたって。
You're one to talk, by the way.
Huh? Why?
あ、ナターシャのこと
So,
も聞
about
く？
that woman. Is she really that dangerous?
What woman
死ん
isn't
でない
that?
女なんてい
No,
ないだ
Zip. I mean really dangerous.
She's got the most influential gangster of the city wrapped around her finger. She calls him her little furball. How dangerous do you think she is?
可愛い毛玉ちゃん。あ、でもそう考えたらそういうことか。イブン・ウェスラーってネズミなんだもんね。で、愛人かなんかわかんないけど、猫でしょ。じゃあ猫の方が強いじゃん。
You didn't get any younger, pal.
You're telling me? You look like you haven't had a good night's sleep since forever.
To be honest, I've never had a good night's sleep in my
寝ら
life.
れないのか。
You will when the big sleep comes.
And what are your plans? Dying behind the bar?
死ぬまで
Of
待つ。
course. You got a better idea?
A couple, yeah. But somehow this suits you.
You know what? Your mother's a goat.
うん。まあとりあえず聞けたね。
That Natasha's a mysterious woman, a real
Natasha.
cursed jewel, if you ask me.
呪われた宝
She
石だって。
came out of nowhere 2 or 3 years ago.
Is that so?
面白い。
Interesting.
Yeah, she's got a fantastic voice, makes men go crazy. But we all know that's not what's important. Then suddenly, bam! She got the whole club, just like that. But we know exactly how it was.
I can imagine, yeah. Since then, it operates under the name the Czar Club, right?
The old click is still clicking, right? Yeah, the club was renamed and remodeled. Everyone knows she was Ibben's lover, but she's not your usual canary. She didn't get involved in Ibben's dirty dealings.
Then how exactly does she fit into the picture?
Check this. A few months ago, the old rat pulled out of his own businesses and gave control to Mongrel Mick and his mob.
Mongrel Mick? Doesn't sound familiar.
Mick the Marauder, ring a bell?
Damn, that little monkey came this far?
I think that little shit took advantage of Ibben not being himself.
Which has something to do with this Natasha, right?
Natasha.
That's my guess.
Thanks for this straight dope, Zip. We owe you one.
One? You owe me the price of a new coffee shop, remember?
Okay, okay. Whatever you need. Just call us.
I clucking will.
Thanks, pal.
Hey, I'm not your pal, Marty.
で
The door didn't look like this last time.
Yeah, because last time you tore it out and beat that baboon with it.
Oh, yeah. I remember now. So that's why Zip remodeled the whole place.
He had to. We didn't leave much of it standing.
If I didn't know how nice we are, I'd almost hate ourselves.
Welcome to the club, partner.
俺の世界へようこそ。もう一応聞いてるから大丈夫でしょ。
You think he might...
He knows almost...
あ、違う違う違う。もうツアーリクラブ行った方がいいのかな。
You sure talk...
Maybe the past is haunted.
Oh, come on, Zippy. Don't be so hard on yourself. You...
Yeah, right. How lucky am I, eh?
It's more than what many others get, believe me.
ほい。もうない
What's
かな。
this no
同じかな。
insect
あ、昆
allowed
虫禁
shit?
止。あ、これ
You're
も聞
not
ける。
like that.
What do you think? If I let
Bugs.
one in, all of them will follow. And then I can forget my regular clientele for good.
What clientele? There's no one
あ、昆
here.
虫と一緒にはいたくない。
Would you take even that away from me?
マントヒヒン。そう、マントヒヒン。そうです。
What's this no insects allowed shit? You're not...
What do you think?
What client?
これはもう聞いたね。じゃあもうここ出て、一応ちょっと回収をして、彼女のことを聞いたので、わかんない。謎に包まれてる感じなんですね。ジップ。
Is he deaf?
I don't know. Maybe...
Or he doesn't want to.
That's also very likely.
Sorry, クラブ行こうか。何分までしようかな。35分。まあでも 14時だからね。つわりクラブすごい気になるから、つわりクラブに行ってから終わろう。
Midnight had passed, and the intoxicated madness kicked in. We could only crawl along Shalva District's main streets toward downtown. The city's heart beat differently. Ancient buildings were defaced by neon signs and billboards, like half-drunk lovers on a fine leather sofa. Great old houses neighbored by garish modern blocks. A place that makes the head hurt. The Tsar's huge neon sign was visible for miles. A blazing red sign advertised tonight's main attraction, the amazing Natasha. Cops were never welcomed at places like this. I hoped we were too late for the show. We had to be inconspicuous, but it was never easy with this bird mountain by my side.
なんなの？結構そそられるもんなのかな。謎に包まれる。
So this is the famous Tsar Club.
More like infamous, Marty. It's not for our kind, that's for sure. And I don't mean that they don't like foul here.
Well, at least we don't have to be afraid that they see you as a detective, Boss Bird.
Very funny, Marty.
So what are we gonna do now?
We find Natasha, the broad who sent me the message, remember? But first, we need to get into the club. And Marty, please, don't monkey this up.
Excuse me? On behalf of the well-respected and noble primate community of Clawville...
Cut the crap, Marty. Let's focus on what we're here for, okay?
As you say, Boss Bird.
Boss Bird. 鳥。これ何？やばそう。コウノトリの女。ルイス。あれルイス。さっきあれ。
Honestly, I think these types of women only see faceless tuxedos, cufflinks, and wallets. And in the mirror, they're just brooches, necklaces, and earrings.
Don't be so radical, Marty. They're women. They live by different rules.
That was kind of deep.
It's not. Just bullshit. There's more where that came from.
Ooh, teach me, Master.
When you're old and wise like me, you'll realize none of it is worth a damn thing.
Wait, that was deep again, right?
Maybe it was, Marty. Maybe it was.
Amazing.
Amazing だって。すげえや。
Let's not bother her.
Okay, boss.
了解。合点承知。
Hey, that's your old friend, right? Wait, what was his name? Lawrence? Lamar? No, Liam.
Lewis. Yes, it's him.
To be honest, Sonny, I always thought that guy's not all there in the head.
Nobody's perfectly sane in Clawville, Marty. But if not for this old rabbit, I wouldn't be here today. I'll never forget that.
Should I thank him for that?
Or kill him for it?
You're reading my mind, boss.
Boss.
Oh, look at that. Isn't that the new...
It is, Marty. A brand new 942 Silver Hawk. Haven't seen such beauty since I left Iveria.
Of all that's furry, whose is it?
Maybe it's Ibn Wessler's. I guess he's no paper tiger.
Yeah, he sounds like a fellow who drives around in one of these. Lucky bastard. Huh, I like this.
Why is that?
I don't know. Because it's moving, I guess.
You're a simple bird, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Yes, I am. あ、でも可愛いかも。うん。可愛いかも。いや、でもこれはちょっと。サイがいる？サイですね。すごいね。結構ボリュームが。
One day, neon signs will cover the whole world. I'm telling you.
You read that in some kind of science fiction book?
SF 小説。
No, it's just what I think.
Oh, so you have your own thoughts now. The world's really moving forward.
Cluck off, Sonny.
用心棒見る。
Jeez, look at that guy.
That's not a guy. That's a demon. Straight from the dog-eared pages of a cheap detective novel.
Yeah,
この
I bet his
こ
name's
の
Bill.
鶏たちは好きな
He's
こと言って
definitely
る
a
ね。
Bob.
$5 for Bill?
Okay, I'm in.
乗った。
Howdy, pal.
これ何これ。
Gentlemen, how can I help you on this wonderful, chilly night?
We're expected in the VIP lounge.
My apologies, but I don't remember ever seeing you gentlemen here
can't
before.
find
May I ask?
Stop right there, big guy. I get it. Yeah, I know exactly how this works.
懐に手を
So
入
what
れ
do you have
て
to
何
do
を
to
出
get
すんだ。
in?
Nothing's easier, sir. Are you on the list?
The list? Yeah, I,
あれ出せばいいんじゃない？あのお手紙。
Don't tell me you forgot.
I'm afraid I did, Marty. Sorry, big guy, but I'm pretty sure we're not on the list tonight.
That's a shame. I'm really sorry, sirs. In that case, you can't come in.
Yeah, right. Thanks.
My pleasure, gentlemen.
あれ出せばいいと思うよ。
Look, I really don't want any trouble, but
It is even more inconvenient for me, sir, but
札じゃなくて、
this place doesn't like
あの
coppers.
招待状じゃなくてなんだっけ、お手
I
紙。
can't let just anybody in, and there are some I'm strictly forbidden to. Please, you have to understand.
Listen here, you cow. Do you have any idea who
これ
we
この
are?
しい。
You ever read the papers?
Of course, I know who you are, sir. I read the news and more, and I must admit it's an honor to meet you in person, Mr. Santino
知ってるの？
Featherland and Mr. Marty Machikin. The Bell of the Pantares is one of my
マー
favorite
ティン・マ
books.
クチキンっていうの。
oh my god, not the books again.
So it would be
Makuchiki na
terribly
no.
inconvenient for me
すごいな、名前。
if I had to use force on you, gentlemen.
What did you just say?
Relax, Marty. This guy has chicks like you for breakfast. Thanks for the information, pal. Have a nice night.
Thank you for understanding, gentlemen, and forgive me for my austere composition.
No problem, Shakespeare.
シェイクスピアなんだ。ある。日曜
Say,
日
big guy, you know Mr. Lewis Hayworth?
But of course, Mr.
知り合い
Hayworth
に
is
知
an
り合い、知
impeccable
り合いの知り合い
gentleman,
みたいな感
and
じ。
also a frequent visitor of the club.
Is that so? Good to know. And?
I'm afraid that is all, monsieur.
じゃあナターシャ、手紙もらったんよ
What can you
ね。
tell me about the first lady of the place, big guy?
You mean Miss Natasha Katsenko, sir?
You're right on point, pal.
Nothing you don't know already, sir.
Just try me.
Well, she owns the place.
And, that's it? Well, that's, unbelievable.
Pardon, monsieur, but I'm not permitted to say anything more.
まあ用心棒だもんね。
Just one more thing. This list of yours.
どこで登録
Where
できる
should
の？
we sign up again?
ネットか
I'm
ら。
afraid if you don't know, it's not my place to tell you, sir. Excusez-moi, the regulations, you know.
You hear that, Sonny?
I do, Marty. I do.
I'm gonna lose my crest from this guy. Just wait.
Just don't get too excited, Marty. Not tonight. Anyway, thanks, pal.
どうもな。そうだな。どうすればいいんだろうな。なんかあるのかな。ケース。
Sonny, my dear friend.
Hi, Lewis. This is my partner. But I'm
中
sure
に
you
入
already
りたい
know.
ね。
You have no idea how happy I am to meet you, Mr. Marty. I'm a big admirer of your work.
Pleasure's all mine, Lawrence.
Lawrence? Anyways,
伝説のチキンポイ
so the legendary chicken police back together? Isn't it amazing news?
Don't ruffle my
유명한
feathers, Lewis.
小説にされてる。
Those days are long gone. We're just here for the entertainment.
さっきもなん
Or
かそんな
something
感じ
like
のこと
that.
言ってたけど。
I see. Well, that's a shame.
See you inside?
I have
なんか怯えてるの。
something to do, my pal, but I'll try to make it for the main event.
Okay then.
コ
Catch
ウ
you
ノト
later,
リさ
pal.
んを口説いてったのか
That fella's built like a brick shit.
Wanna bet?
Not today, Marty. Remember,
な。なんか
we
結
must
構
avoid
その気の多
suspicion.
い鶏なの。
Okay, okay. No trouble. I get it. It's okay, Bertha.
出た。
Maybe next time.
What was
ごめ
that?
んなバース。
Nothing. Just the wind.
Did you bring Big Bertha with you?
Gods, no. What are you thinking? What idiot would bring a shotgun to a club?
Was that a rhetorical question?
Let's just not.
Let's just not.
Okay.
強行とか
Let's not bother her.
Okay, boss.
どっか調べたらわかるのか。
Look, Lewis, that bouncer
あ
over there.
この人がやっぱり
Well, yes. He is a bit intimidating, but his manners are impeccable. Am I right?
Yes, indeed, but it seems tonight we're not on his list.
Oh, I see.
ルイスが口聞いてくれるのかな。
I get it. I get it. You'd like to go in, but he won't let you.
Yeah, something like that.
No, 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 no problem at all. Come with me. I'll talk to him.
Much obliged, pal.
Yeah, thanks, Bunny.
Excuse me.
Ah, jeez, what the hell's wrong with you, Marty?
What? Did I say something wrong?
じゃあ問題ないみたいだから大丈夫ってこと？
Sir, how'd you do?
Everything's fine, Mr. Aworth.
Good. Look, this noble pair of pigeons are my friends. They're on the list, okay?
L'archulamont, sir.
And
もちろん
as
です
for
よ。
you,
すごい。
you owe me one, gentlemen.
Thanks, old pal.
It was my pleasure to help you, as always.
優しいね、レイスさん。入ろう。入れたね。
The jazz overwhelmed us. There was no band in sight, yet the music seeped from the walls like years of cigarette smoke and the smell of spilt whiskey.
バー、キャバレー。
Behind the bar, rows of fancy bottles reflected the harmonious...
Mother of...
I take you to the nicest places, eh, sweetheart?
Oh, does it mean you're buying,
お
honey?
ごりかしら。
Don't even think about it.
Oh, men these days.
ナターシ
So
ャね。
we're here
ナター
to
シャに会え
find
る
a
って
dame called Natasha.
I have a hunch she won't be hard to find. Let's mingle and try to avoid suspicion.
Just like always.
No, Marty, not like always. This time it's for real.
ナターシャは今のところ見受けられないですね。狐の男と紳士淑女が集まるのね。ナターシャ。お、これなんだっけこれ。カラカルだっけ。カラカルとかなんだろうな。これ何？馬？なんかこっち見てる。こっち、あ、かわいい。ウェイトレスのうさぎさんはかわいいね。なんかずっとあのまま立ってる。ポージング、あ、拡大できる。今気づいた。ズーム。ででん。うさぎかなこれ。リスかな。うさぎかな。足が長い。こっち見てる。スズメみたいなのが。スパローかな。スパローってスズメだよね確か。ピジョンだっけ。違うな。違うな。なんかすごい馬だ。立派な角をお持ちで。これなんだろう。こっちは天かな。こっちは何？ヒョウかな。鹿、天かそれかフェレットかなんかそんな感じの。爪はそうでもないか。キツネ、鹿。これはラマで、これは牛。ラマと牛。めっちゃ背高いね。 首が長いだけかな。あ、違う、高いのか、背が。すごい。うんうん。じゃあ今日ここまでで、とりあえず目に戻ってみようか。そのままいけるかどうかちょっと入言コンティニューのとこ、あ、こっからいけるんだ。入り口入っても変わんないね。だ途中から OK っていうか。はてなはてなはてな。うん。よし。あ、これ関係ないか。ビデオオプションって何？あー。そうか。で、今日はここまでです。ありがとうございました。お疲れ様でした。たくさん来ていただきました。
お疲れ様でした、ニコニコ。
はい、お疲れ様でした。ありがとうございます。お、コメント222。ありがとうございました。おつー、ありがとうございました。メッセージだったら全然いけるんで、ちょっと通知ありにしとくわ。お疲れ様でした。またね。またねー。